Just when you thought math couldn't get any harder. The Millennium Problems by me, Cooper Sainiak. Algebra, trig, calc, and stats. Long ago, the four root stems of math lived together in harmony, educating students of how basic things work today. But then, everything changed when humans decided to make things harder for themselves for the sake of curiosity. After spending too many hours doing math, some of these students evolved into mathematicians. A definitely super accurate, completely real illustration of this occurring is shown to the right. These creatures have existed since, well, the beginning of history. Mathematicians, just like scientists, or philosophers depending on the time period, have been hypothesizing, theorizing, and proving fundamental truths that explain how the world works through math. Cue the horror flashbacks of geometry proof learning. We've all been there. The Millennium Problems.
Wait, you mean that ship from that movie that can fly the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs?
No, that's the Millennium Falcon. I said Millennium Problems.
Oh, so you're talking about the people born from 1981 to 1996?
Again, no, that's a millennial. The Millennium Problems are 7 math problems that are some of the most challenging questions in the world. So challenging that they have never been solved.
Are you sure it's not that roller coaster at Cedar Point?
No, that's the Millennium Force. Please, just click to the next slide so we can get him to stop talking. How the Millennium Problems came to be. The name came about because they were introduced on May 24th, 2000 by the Clay Mathematicians Institute of Cambridge in celebration of the new millennium. Now let me read you the purpose, taken from CMI's website so you don't have to. The prizes were conceived to record some of the most difficult problems with which mathematicians were grappling at the time of the second millennium, to elevate in the consciousness of the general public the fact that in mathematics, the frontier is still open and abounds in important unsolved problems, to emphasize the importance of working towards the solution of the deepest, most difficult problems, and to recognize achievement in mathematics of historical magnitude. In short, math geeks from around the world got together to celebrate 7 unsolved problems that will probably cause them immense anger because they haven't been solved. What a great gift. Now you're probably wondering, Cooper, why would anyone in their right mind spend their lifetime trying to solve these problems when instead you could reread Pride and Prejudice, or watch the 14 new Netflix original series that were released this week, or come up with a new Marvel theory? Well, actually, math nerds might actually have a good reason this time. If you solve a Millennium Problem, you win a prize of $1 million. That's $7 million for all of them. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a good deal to me. These are the infamous names of each problem. Now I'm going to say these names with confidence because I don't know how to actually pronounce them since the website I got it from did not give me a phonetic spelling definition. So, they are the Yang-Mills and mass gap, the Riemann hypothesis, the PV-NP problem, the Navier-Stokes equation, the Hodge conjecture, the Birch and Swinnerton-Dyer conjecture, and the Poincaré conjecture. Want to know more about what each problem questions? Here's a link to the official website with the definitions. The Poincaré conjecture. What's the deal with this one? This was formulated by Henri Poincaré in 1904 as it was named. It had to do with the idea of simple connectivity of a two-dimensional circle. An example from the website is this. Since simple connectivity means physically connected at least one point, why does a rubber band around an apple work without breaking the fruit or the band? But it doesn't apply to a donut wrapped in a rubber band, even though they are touching. Like how it won't break the skin of an apple, but it squishes a donut with still keeping the circular properties. The question asks to prove the circular dimensions that cause it. I know, kinda confusing. Luckily for us, the man you see in the top right, Grigory Perelman, has solved it. It's actually the only solved question to date. Grigory Perelman was a Russian mathematician best known for his contributions to Riemannian geometry. As I said before, he solved this formula. He turned down the money because of the principles of math. And yes, I put air quotes around those words, because I would have definitely accepted the money. Would you accept the money if you solved the problem? Well, what if you don't want to be a genius mathematician right now? I get it. Math is confusing at times, but it doesn't always have to be as challenging or as obscure as the Millennium problems. Math can be used by everyone. And no, I'm not talking about seeing a triangular sign on the road and using the Pythagorean theorem to find its side lengths. I'm talking about careers that use math to manage finances and maximize profits, like business owners or financial analysts, or researching medicine to create new technology to aid doctors in saving lives. To create vaccines for an ongoing pandemic? Yes, math can help with that too. Or it can help you take advantage of the stock market and investing as an economist. Not to mention, the salaries of these jobs, you'd be getting that back. Thank you for being here. And if you don't get my math joke to the left, you probably should have been paying more attention in Algebra 1. I hope you enjoyed my STEM Fair research project. I know I had a ton of fun making it. I also hope you learned something as well. Maybe one day you'll be one of the mathematicians to solve a Millennium problem. Or maybe you'll have a life, who knows? Thank you for taking the time to go through my PowerPoint. Hope to see you soon.